Good morning, students. Today we are going to start all the questions, all the textbook questions of the chapter third thought written by E.V. Lucas. First question, as you can see, page number 19, B section. Who tells the story to the author? The answer will be one of author's friends tells him the story. When does the narrator? Second question, who tells the story to the author? Author's friend tells him the story. Second question, when does the narrator give away his articles? Artistic articles. Narrator अपनी articles को कब बेच देता है? Your answer will be the narrator gives away artistic articles after being tired of them. Okay. Third, did the narrator go to the market with the intention of buying the painting? क्या narrator market कुछ painting खरीदने के उद्देश्य से गया था? No. He came across suddenly to a portfolio shop and he caught sight a painting which was made by the greatest painter Turner. 4. थर्ड में ये भी लिखा how did he happen to buy it, यानी वो ऐसा कैसे हुआ कि उसने उसे खरीदा. He was wandering from place to place in the cathedral street also, and suddenly he caught sight at a portfolio shop. उसकी नजर पड़ी portfolio shop पर जहाँ पर उसे वो ड्राइंग नजर आई. Next, what price did the narrator get from the buyer for the drawing? नरेटर को कितनी प्राइस मिली? द नरेटर वॉज गिवन, इट मीन्स 50 pounds. What price did the narrator get from the buyer for drawing? Buyer, listen, the narrator purchased the drawing after being paid 10 shillings. As you know, there are 20 shillings in a pound. In this way, he got 50 pounds, but he had a profit of 49 pounds and 10 shillings. Next question, fifth. Why did dealer sell the drawing so cheaply to the narrator? डीलर ने उस पेंटिंग को इतना सस्ता क्यों बेच दिया? Your answer will be that dealer sold the painting so cheaply because he had not clear opinion, or he was not sure that the painting was made or painted by Turner or not. Question number 6. Why did the narrator feel so delighted and proud after selling the painting? The narrator felt so proud and happy because for the first time in his life he got a huge profit and of 49 pounds and 10 shillings. Question number 8. In his mood of elation means joy, delightment or happiness, what did the narrator write in his first note to the not letter? जब नरेटर खुश हुआ तो उसने खुश होकर डीलर को क्या लिखा? In his first note, he wrote that the painting he must remember it was made by Turner. That's why after selling the painting, he had a great profit, and he's sending half of the profit to the dealer. According to him, good luck should be shared. Question number 9. Which habit of the storyteller leads him to examine and re-examine his idea of sending a part of the profit to the dealer? Actually, the narrator had the idea of examining and cross-examinations. It means viewing and reviewing. In this way, he wants to decrease, he wants to make the life errors less. वो अपने जीवन की गलतियों को कम करना चाहता था. That's why, and he had a habit of decreasing the mistakes, the errors of his life. It shows that he committed a number of mistakes in his life. Question number 10. What did narrator do when sleep did not come to him? जब उसे नींद नहीं तो उसने क्या किया? He took a book of short stories and started reading one. Last question. Why does the narrator term the bargaining as straightforward matter between dealer and customer? According to narrator, bargaining, selling and buying are the straightforward matter between a dealer and a customer. A dealer can extort as much as he can from the customer, and the customer, after paying, there is no obligation, there is no compulsion. It means selling and buying, they are the straightforward matter between dealer and customer. As I told you, see section 1. More question is here. Question number 4. Why are city magnates successful according to narrator? Narrator के according city magnates जो हैं वो successful क्यों हैं? Your answer will be the city magnates are very successful because they don't do impulsive things. As impulse and emotions are the enemies of success, they are the negation of success. Is it clear? Question number 3, we can see here not 3, 6 here. There is no fury. Fury means anger. Like a woman scorned. Scorned means insulted. कि एक insulted lady से ज़्यादा गुस्सा किसी का नहीं. Who is lady here? Who is woman here? The woman is goddess of business. The narrator wants to say that for before last 1 or 2 days he had good term. He had good relation with goddess of business. It can be proved because he has been given a great profit. He has got a huge profit. That's why he didn't want to spoil his relation with goddess of business after being given or by giving some part or huge part of the profit to the dealer. Justify the title. First question, justify the title. Third thought. Do you know what the third thought? It has been taken from the idiom second thought. It means the consideration. It means the view, the opinion which we make after consideration and reconsiderations. In this chapter, the author wants to make us sure that as far as money is concerned, in the matter where money comes, human feelings are vanished, they become so brutal, they become emotionless, and because the lofty ideas, the generous ideas are always taken by the selfish motives. जहाँ पैसे का सवाल है वहाँ पर इंसान बहुत ज़्यादा स्वार्थी है. तो आप भी जानते हैं बेटा, आपसे कुछ नहीं छिपा, क्योंकि आज का इंसान अकेला ही सब कुछ खाना चाहता है, किसी और को कुछ देना ही नहीं चाहता है. आपसे सब जानते हैं, आप भी समझदार हैं. वो चाहता है कि राम राम जपना, पराया माल अपना, सारा पैसा नहीं कमा लूँ, बाकी चूल्हे में जाए. सेम थिंग इज हियर. थर्ड थॉट, इस कहानी में हमने देखा कि जो ऑथर का जो बार्गेनिंग है वो दूसरों के साथ बार्गेनिंग नहीं है, बट विद हिज सोल, अपनी सोल के साथ ही, विद ऑन सेल्फ, उसके खुद के साथ बार्गेनिंग है. क्यों? एज वी सो इन द बिगिनिंग, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल डिसाइडेड टू गिव हाफ पार्ट ऑफ द प्रॉफिट टू डीलर. देन इट केम टू 10 पाउंड्स. वो 10 पाउंड्स में क्यों आ गया? उसको लगा कि इट वॉज माई आई दैट डिटेक्टेड द आइडेंटिटी ऑफ द फोटोग्राफ और द पेंटिंग. उसने नहीं पहचाना था. ही वॉज फेल्ड इन हिज बिजनेस. दैट्स व्हाई ही डिसाइडेड टू गिव 5 पाउंड्स. 5 पर क्यों आया? उसको लगा इफ आई गिव हिम 10 पाउंड्स ही विल एक्सपेक्ट द सेम लेटर्स एवरी डे. इफ ही डोंट गेट द मनी ही विल शेड टीयर्स. अगर मैं उसे 10 पाउंड्स दे दूंगा तो रोजाना इसी तरह के लेटर्स की उम्मीद करेगा कि कोई ना कोई मुझे पैसा भेजेगा, और जब पैसा नहीं आएगा तो दुखी हो जाएगा. एंड द ऑथर डिडंट वांट टू मेक हिम सैड. ऑथर उसे दुखी करना नहीं चाहता था. फिर उसको लगा 5 पाउंड्स देता हूँ. उसको लगा नहीं 5 पाउंड्स में क्यों दूँ? इफ आई गिव हिम 5 पाउंड्स ना, द गॉडेस ऑफ बिजनेस विल बी एंग्री विद मी. जो गॉडेस है बिजनेस की, वो मुझसे नाराज हो जाएगी. बिकॉज फॉर द लास्ट 1 or 2 days दे हैड गुड टर्म और गुड बिहेवियर ऑल्सो, रिलेशन ऑल्सो. And he didn't want to spoil his relation with goddess of business. At last he decided to give only 1 pound. And that afternoon, after having lunch, he played gamble. It means bridge, a game of cards, so disastrously, so badly that he lost everything. सारा पैसा हार गया. But he was happy to know, he was glad to know that 1 pound was still in his pocket. 1 pound अभी पॉकेट में है. उसने एनवेलप को फाड़ा, लेटर को फाड़ा और 1 pound जेब में रख लिया. और क्या कहा? I won't give him anything. मैं कुछ नहीं दूंगा उसको. Because buying and selling are straight forward matter between dealer and customer. खरीदना और बेचना डीलर और कस्टमर के बीच एक सीधा साधा मामला है. A dealer can extort as much as he can, and after paying there is no obligations. Next question, dear students, some additional question also. What is the destiny of the narrator? Narrator की destiny क्या है? Narrator की किस्मत क्या है? तो आप लिखोगे the narrator used to buy things from the dearest markets. I told you dearest mean the most expensive market, and sold them in the cheapest market. It means he had always a loss. He never got a profit. In this chapter, I told you some of the idioms also. इसके अंदर कुछ idioms आए. A French word also there. एक French word भी आया, पता होगा आपको, douceur. Douceur is a French word. Douceur means huge profit. Second idiom है आपका इसके अंदर flying in the face. Flying in the face means to insult someone, किसी की इंसल्ट करना. थर्ड है क्वेल एंड मन्ना. क्वेल एंड मन्ना. क्वेल एंड मन्ना इट मीन्स अनएक्सपेक्टेड प्रॉफिट, यानी किसी प्रॉफिट के बारे में आप उम्मीद नहीं करते. सपोज करो आपके फादर से आपको 50 रुपीज़ दे रहे हैं, आपको लगा 50 मांगोगे तो होता है कि 20 मिलेगा, है ना, और आपके फादर ने आपको 500 दे दिए, तो आपकी उम्मीद से कहीं ज़्यादा आ गया. ये था आपका अनएक्सपेक्टेड प्रॉफिट. इट वॉज लाइक क्वेल एंड मन्ना. व्हाट इज क्वेल? क्वेल इज अ काइंड ऑफ बर्ड विच बिलोंग्स टू पैल्ट्रिज फैमिली. जो तीतर होता है, तीतर उसके परिवार से बिलोंग करता है. और मन्ना का मतलब हेवनली वाटर और अमृशिया और अमृत. जिस तरह से उस क्वेल को अमृत मिल जाता है अनएक्सपेक्टेडली, उसी तरह से नाइटर ये मानता है कि अगर उस डीलर को इतना प्रॉफिट ही मिलता है तो उसके लिए अनएक्सपेक्टेड है. बिकॉज ही नेवर एक्सपेक्टेड है. उसे नहीं सोचा ना कि मुझे कोई पैसा भेजेगा. अगर जितना ही पैसा आ रहा है समथिंग इज बेटर देन नथिंग, कुछ नहीं है उसकी जगह जो है वो ज़्यादा अच्छा है। स्टूडेंट्स, in my live class which is going to be conducted through Zoom, we will start the next chapter written by Anis Jung and the title is Lost Spring, and Lost Spring means lost childhood. Till then, thank you.